All right, I think I am live. Let me see if this is working. I think I am live. Let me get my music on. I think I am live. I'm still learning how to do all this technology stuff.
Any pizza, any toppings, just $9.99. Even stuffed crust. So, chicken.
With Vinted, Donna can easily earn extra cash. She just has to list and sell what she doesn't wear. Anyway, turn me up.
Turn me up. Time to turn me up.
Get one. Well, my statement. It's 20, 15, 20. Where gonna go, y'all? Who's been? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Y'all at? Just a flip it, pop some tag. Girl, gonna go, y'all at? Spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, ish. Okay? Making more than 10 figures. I'm a down there riding with you in the swag.
I'm excited to be here today.
Here, calling up a trap. Oh, where you at? Show me where you spend a block on your I'm getting the drop streaming.
All right, hopefully they share it out a little bit. Let's see what's going on. Oh my. Hey.
Where y'all at? Just a flip it, pop some tags. Going and go, y'all at? Spin it, spin it, yeah, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it.
All right, I'm excited to be here. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can get some people to come join us. How is everybody doing? I'm excited to be here. Cocktails, conversations, and coins. We kind of been on hiatus for quite some time. So, um, your girl been working, she been busy, but my daughter was like, Ma, you just got to get the people what they want. So, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that today. How is everybody? Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. I know that's right. Let me let me send out some smoke signals, see if we can get some people in. I'm really excited. It's been quite a while since I've done a cocktails, conversations, and coins. And you know, it's been a lot going on. We've been doing our programs and we're just really excited about all the work that we've been doing. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary this year. And we're working out a lot of things as we get ready to you know, really, really put a really, really put a bow on our 10th year. How exciting. You know what I'm saying? How exciting to be out here having made an impact for all this time that we've been out here. So as I, work to get this out, get the word out that we're on live, um, I'm just really excited to be here. So forgive me for cheesing. Um, I'm going to, where are my other people at? So we'll see if we can get some more people on tonight, but I'm really excited We have a lot of festivals and activities going on around this area. And so, I can understand people might be out moving around. It is a Friday. I don't know why my glasses are so dirty, but as people start to filter in, I'm going to get my music fired up. You know how I like my music. I'm hoping that YouTube does not mute my music because we had those issues over there, and we had those issues over there in on Facebook. So we had to find another home, so to speak. We had to find another home. Um, so if you're just tuning in, my name is Cassandra Cummings. I am the founder of the Stocks and Stiletto Society, and it's just a pleasure to be here tonight. I'm going to be talking about some money stuff, and then we're going to play some games before we leave. And I love to do giveaways. So definitely bringing those back to cocktails, conversations, and coins. If this is your first time joining me, put a me in the chat. Put me in the chat if this is your first time joining me. Okay. I might have to get this fired up somewhere on here since this thing wants to pop up. So I'm gonna start my little music back over, you know, get this thing cranked up. Do they still say turn up? I'm not sure. Uh, let me see. Um, okay, let me get my music back going. We're gonna run that back. Hey, we're gonna run that back one more time. Miami. This is the song of the summer. Song of the summer, y'all. Don't act like y'all don't know the moves. Y'all know the moves.
Spinning, spinning, finish. Okay, making more than 10 figures. I'm a down ass.
Where is my
Spad. Only with the hitters first. Girl here, trigger calling up a trap. Oh, well, where you at? Where you at? Show me where you spend a block on your op for your drop streaming. What we
All
talk-
right.
Just show me where your hood at. What's your face card? Where you hood?
Where they at? I like when she say where they at. So this was an interesting week this week, in the market. We had a lot of activity going on. I'm gonna bring Miami back because I mean that song is so catchy. And gotta get a sister some props for coming up with a banger for the summer. So you know, basically this was a really interesting week. We got a lot of stuff going on this week in the markets. We had the first Fed rate decision from the new Fed guy, Warsh. He came out on Wednesday and basically held rates steady. And there's word that rates are going to be going up. Now, I gotta adjust my seat for this because if they're talking about a rate increase, that is going to be really detrimental to the current economy. And it's going to definitely hit Black people harder when it comes to increasing interest rates. That means that mortgage rates are going up, car loans are going up, credit card rates are going up, and your savings account, high yield savings account, those will creep up as well by a smidget. But this whole notion of increasing interest rates between now and possibly December is a scary notion given the fact that prices are sky high right now. Gas prices are high. And I don't know about you guys, but in California, we pay tax on everything. So there's a gas tax, there is, taxes on a lot of different things that we use, here in California. So it's very, very troubling that they would think that higher interest rates are what's going to, sort of pull back inflation. And that's just probably not going to be a good thing, especially for the people in the middle. Not necessarily the, poor class, and definitely not the rich, affluent one percenters. They're going to be unscathed by this increase in interest rates. So just really prepare yourself. But they said at least one rate hike is coming this year between now and the end of the year. And so, whatever you can do to sort of like get your debt down, thank you for the hearts. Whatever you can do to get your debt down, you know what I'm saying? That's really what you want to do. Um, so just make sure you're working on that. Let me see. You know what? Let me see if I can share my screen because I do want to talk about some hot topics in the news as we get ready to close out. We got the president, we got a lot of top global leaders meeting up at the G7 summit, and the focus is AI. AI now is obviously it's enmeshed, right? It's enmeshed in all of our lives. We're using it on the daily, knowingly, right? At first we were using it unknowingly. Now we're all using it knowingly. And what that is doing is that the speed in which they're able to collect data, the speed in which we're able to get things done because of AI. Hey, Stocks and Stars, I'm kind of liking this whole YouTube field now. This whole thing about AI is now becoming a huge disruption, if you will, to global markets potentially. And so these world leaders and some of these top CEOs from OpenAI, Anthropic, people who make decisions about basically how humans are going to interact with each other from an employment standpoint, from a creativity standpoint. They're making like decisions that may in fact create a new world order, is what I've been reading and looking at across the interwebs, is that this AI boom is mad serious. And I think that we definitely have to stay tuned to what's going on. Even if you just read an article here and there, please stay informed about what is going on as a result of this G7 summit that's happening in France. But it's a big deal. It's going to end up trickling down and impacting our everyday lives, whether things are going to move at, lightning speed, which is already happening. But now there are security issues involved. They're saying that the AI boom is likened to basically like having nuclear weapons. That's how serious this whole AI movement is. That each country basically, depending on how evolved their AI infrastructure is, basically ha they're producing the largest, the most destructive nuclear type weapon that's disguised as AI. So you just got to really kind of watch what's going on. Home affordability will be out of the question for many if the rates go up. I mean, exactly. You're going to be living in like Timbuktu, right? Or you're going to be living in a cardboard box if you're looking to buy a home. And, I see it now. My daughter is out shopping for her first home, and the amount that she was, able to qualify for, it's quite a bit. Like if she was in Texas, she probably would have, a mini mansion for the amount of money that she was able to qualify for. But the problem is, that's not going to buy her a lot. Hey, thank you so much for hitting the like button. That's not going to afford her a lot here in California, especially where we live. So it's a big deal. Um, and we just want to continue to pray for our younger people who, they're trying to get their foot in the door of home ownership. They're trying to, just do the whole adulting thing, and it's becoming really, really expensive just for, adults that been in the game for a minute, let alone kids who are just graduating, right? We got a whole influx of young adults that are now getting ready to enter the job market, and it looks so much different than what it looked like when we came out into the job market, and almost every time we have this wave of people that come out into the workforce, the labor market, and it's just not a good time, right? How many times have you heard from the graduating class that they're going to have some challenges finding employment? It's almost never like a smooth transition over into the workforce, unless you're a part of like the STEM, you have one of the STEM degrees up under your belt. But more than likely, if you went through any of the STEM programs, you probably are saddled with a lot of debt. All right. So we've been on for a minute. I want to give out my first giveaway. How about that? Let's do our first. If you guys are ready for the first giveaway, let me see you put yes in the chat and play a little music. Hey, turn me up. Uh, hey, hey.
Boy, going that go where y'all at? Where y'all at? It's something. Y'all playing just a flip. We're going that go. Spin it. Spin it. Spin it. Spin it.
All right, here we go.
Spin it. Spin it. Spin it. Spin it. Okay. Making more than 10 figures.
Okay, I think Cece is back. Let's yeah, spin that, honey. Spin that. Let me see if I can get my you know, let me see if I can bring up my first scramble. I'm really excited. You guys having a good Juneteenth? Um, we have a lot of activities around where I live. They've been having things going on since like June 13th. I saw SWV was performing in San Jose on June 13th. So San Jose decided to kick theirs off a little earlier. Make sure you guys can hear me. So San Jose decided to So listen, let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm gonna do my first giveaway today, and we'll see. First person that can put this in the chat will win. Maybe we'll give away this one kind of hard, but maybe we'll give away a $20 Starbucks card. How about that? $20 Starbucks card. First person in the chat that can put two Black-owned publicly traded companies and their ticker symbols. Yes. Two Black-owned, it's Juneteenth, so why not? Why not? Two Black-owned publicly traded companies in their ticker symbols.
Down there riding with you. Only with the hitters first. Girl here, trick calling up a trap phone. Well, where you at? Where you at?
Where you at?
Spin a block on your hanging that drop streaming.
If you can guess two Black-owned publicly traded companies and ticker symbols, I'm gonna give you $20 to go spend at Starbucks. Yeah, yeah. All right, we got Gail, RLJ Lodging Trust. Yes. That's Robert Johnson, former owner of BET. Yes. Congratulations to Gail. Yes, congratulations. Aaron. Aaron. So congratulations. I'm gonna put congratulations, Gail, in the chat. Yes. Do you know that we only have like 9 Black-owned, publicly traded companies? And you know, it's kind of unfortunate. Yay, Gail. She said, yay me. So make sure you send me an email so that way you can claim your prize, okay? Um, so we can get your Starbucks card. I got 2 more giveaways tonight, so don't go nowhere. But I really want to talk about what we got going on coming up here. I'm going to share my screen. Yeah, give her some hearts. Give it up for Gail. Let me see what else we got cooking. And then we'll do another giveaway coming up here soon. So I get a lot of questions inside of the Facebook group. So we're going to go over to the Facebook group and see if we can answer some questions. Uh-oh, sound like we got a little situation outside. Uh-oh. I really want to be nosy, but I probably shouldn't. Yeah, it sounds like it's a situation outside. Honey, emotions sound like they are running high. It's a lot of people. They actually having like a whole block party a few blocks from my house, and they got the streets blocked off. And I know it's about to be a whole racket down the street here because a lot of the young folks, young people, they like to be outside. Okay, so I want to share my screen because I want to go into the Facebook group and I want to answer a couple of questions that people ask questions, and I'm going to see if we can provide some on the spot advice. So this was my Facebook group, and we have over 106,000 women inside of this Facebook group. And I put my Juneteenth post up today. Isn't she lovely? Yes. Okay, so let's see if we can answer some questions. If you're not a part of our Facebook group, make sure you join us. We have a good time in there. A lot of questions around. I like to ask questions that are more like, you know, behavioral finance related. What would you do if, you know, somebody passed down a different money strategy to you? Things like that. All right, so let's go into the Facebook group and see if we have some questions because sometimes we will have women, and only women are allowed in the group. Sorry, men. We don't usually have men in the group, but this is for women because women, we have just different sensibilities when it comes to money. So that's why it's really important that, we have our own little space so that we can ask our questions and talk about money in a way in which we can understand it. Okay, so let me see if we have some questions and see what we have. That's a Rich Auntie Wealth Society, but let me see if we can go back over here. Do 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 do. Okay, so this is our group. And maybe those questions got cleared out, but um, we've had a number of questions. So, say for instance, we had this question: what is one money lesson you wish had been passed down through your family generations ago? And I think we had some really good questions, that came out of really good responses that came out of here. Over almost 5,000 people saw this particular post. So, one, Josephine said, respect your credit. I have pushed that so much in my household. My kids know not to even play about their credit. Even although I bounced back at a young age, I learned this the hard way. Credit is queen. We like credit, we like cash, anything that's going to give you more spending power, right? And Charmaine chimed in and said, teach your kids cash flow, not how to respect debt. Credit is debt. So, we have varying opinions about, um, the whole thing about credit. And she says, it's all about perspective. I hear you as a real estate broker and developer. I've watched too many people with income and assets lose opportunities because they neglected their credit. My adult kids all know that cash flow, assets, and credit all work together. They all got the memo and are doing quite well. Financial literacy isn't choosing one, it's understanding all three. And someone said, well stated, it's understanding all three. And she said, I most definitely understand the financial markets, and understanding rightfully depends upon whether you're in a position as the lender or the borrower. Credit is still debt no matter the context. It's not money. And then they say some of the world's largest businesses and real estate portfolios were built using credit and leverage. Credit isn't the enemy, mismanaging it is. Financial literacy is understanding when and how to use it. And they were going back and forth in there. What are you saying that what you are saying doesn't change the reality of what I said or think? Who told you credit is an enemy? I didn't. I merely identify what credit is and what it is not, which is fundamental to financial literacy. So, that's a good topic to discuss because some people have a different attitude when it comes, or different mindset around debt. Some people don't mind using debt. Some people try to steer away from debt, or they use it in a way in which it does not impact them negatively, right? Because credit cards now, they have points and miles and all these different things. And then people use debt for leverage, right? As we saw with Elon Musk. On paper, he's a trillionaire now. So he can now use the stock compensation, his equity-based compensation, to now leverage that borrowed debt against that portfolio and then use that debt to live off of. And debt is not taxable. So this is how he's able to evade paying taxes on such an astronomical amount of money, no pun intended. But that's how he's able to get around it because he's using the system which does not tax debt. So go figure. All right, somebody said that they wish that to invest for our babies when they get their Social Security numbers. An investment of 10,000 when a child is a newborn can make them a millionaire when they're 50, even if another dollar is never invested. I have the knowledge though, so I'm ensuring my children will be millionaires by offloading their investment as babies. My 5-year-old son will be a millionaire by 50 even if another dollar is never invested again in his UTMA, which is a uniform transfer to minors account. It's one of the types of accounts you can set up for young kids. It's called an UTMA, which is a uniform transfer to minors account, or they have UGMAs, which is a uniform gifts to minor account. Compounding in time will do the heavy lifting. It's also going to be my family legacy wealth building blueprint for my trust to do this for each and every grandchild of mine. So invest at an early age, buy property early, do not rent, life insurance policy at a young age and getting one for children when they are born. So these are all great things that people wish that were passed down to them from generations ago. And so a lot of times, many of us have had to learn how to do this the hard way, right? A lot of us had to, as they say, get it out the mud. And so it's great to be able to see other women chime in and talk about, um, some of these things that they wish they would have known years ago, but for some reason or another, um, you know, they had to learn it differently. So, we have great discussions like this that go on in the group, and you know, the group is really sort of like this central hub to really talk about some of these things because believe it or not, with 50,000, 100,000 women, I'm sure there are some strategies or some pieces of advice or, different nuggets of wisdom that could be shared that maybe my family didn't pass down or your family didn't pass down, but somebody else's family way on the other side of the country did something that maybe you can pick up and say, wow, I'm gonna go ahead and implement that into my family. So that's why having this type of community is so beneficial because if you see something, you can say something, but in a good way, but in a good way. All right. So we're gonna keep this good music going before we give out another prize. Y'all ready for another prize?
Nothing every
Hey,
down the cane.
ready to spin that. Ready to spin that. Hey, hey. Just to drop some tags. All right. Hey. Okay.
All around the world.
All around the world.
That's doing the best can.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right, let's do another giveaway. Y'all ready for another giveaway? All right. Let's go. Let's go. I know that's right. Let's go. Okay, let's do another giveaway. I think this one we should do a little bit more. Why don't we give away? Ooh, I won't go up too much because I got another giveaway that's coming up, and so I want to make sure that we save for that one. Okay, so this one, what's another good giveaway? Let me see, let me see, let me see. All right, let me pull this one up, and then why don't we do a $20, we'll just do a $20 gift card. How about that? $20 gift card, Visa gift card. That way you don't have to, you can spend it wherever you want. All right. Let me share my screen and then we will start the giveaway. All right, let's see. This one is, okay, so all you have to do is just unscramble this one. There's nothing to this one. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen on this one. This one should go really fast though. Uh, Let me see if I can share. Okay, there we go. First person to guess that one, get a $20 Visa gift card, or we'll just send you Cash App. We'll just Cash App you. How about that? All right, let me see if I can find some other good music. All right, Kathy, congratulations. Kathy got it. It is Social Security. Social Security. Yes. Congratulations, Kathy. Make sure you send me an email so that you can get your gift card. Yes, congratulations, Miss Kathy.
Saved enough to take my mom on a cruise.
All right.
What's this?
All right. Hey, go Kathy. Go Kathy. Go, go, go Kathy. Go Kathy. Go Kathy. Hey, go Gail. Go Kathy. Go Gail. Go, go, go Gail. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. Congratulations. We got one more giveaway tonight. Yes. Okay. Kathy and Gail, they got motion. They got motion. Hey, hey. That's a tight beat, as they say. Okay, so yes, congratulations. Let's give it up for the ladies here. I'm excited. All right. Let me just pop over. I want to just check out something right quick and we'll get ready to talk a little bit about what we got coming up this year or in the next couple months. Okay, I'm gonna pop over here right quick and let me share my screen so you can see too. There's so much going on, even over the weekend. I mean, it's Friday, so what can I say? People are still moving and grooving. So the markets were up, as you can see here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Markets were up. S&P 500 closed higher. NASDAQ climbed nearly 2% as chips. Now, these chip companies, they really go through it, right? They're quite volatile. One day they up, next day they down. Sell off, then it's a buying frenzy, crazy. So it's a lot of stuff that it's a lot of ebbing and flowing with these chip companies. And it says oil tanker traffic in Strait of Hormuz jumps after US and Iran implement deal to open sea lane. Okay, so that's a big development, right? Now they got people going back. Somebody said it's called the Strait of Hormones. The Strait of Hormones. But anyhow, it's open. It's just like, traffic is flowing through there. And it says U.S.-Iran accord hits early snag after Swiss talks fail to proceed as planned. And Hormuz relief may not ease the economic toll that's already baked in, analysts warn. So we'll probably see oil prices spike as a result of them not being able to come to an agreement much, much sooner. And so it's probably going to take a longer period of time for, the oil flowing over to all of the different countries before we get any kind of relief with gas prices. They are starting to do, like the summer blend is what they call it. But, overall, this is really like high season for people using their cars, right? People like to be in their cars, road tripping, all types of things this time of year. And so it's perfect for them to raise the prices or have prices up higher because they know that they're going to have volume with number of people at the pump. All right, so Musk SpaceX stake is worth over 1 trillion. Here are the other billionaire shareholders. I don't want to really know. And memory crisis hits such extremes that even Apple can't be safe. So we have, Micron has been a star performing stock these last few months. Really since the end of last year, Micron has been really, it has really taken off in a big way. And so Micron is one of these stocks that actually produces, memory, but it has definitely been kind of an anomaly, if you will, because there aren't very many companies that actually do that. So Micron is over $1,100, and it has been quite, it's been gaining substantially over the last, that was, let me go to year to date. Okay, that's year to date. And as you can see by that graph, it just took off around, you know, this is showing around May, early May timeframe. But even back here, if I go 1 year, even back here, like in September, October, it really started its climb at that point, and it's kind of been just, I mean, this thing just shot up over the last couple of months, because they are in a very unique situation where they provide memory and storage solutions, and they are one of the only companies that actually provide the type of memory that they actually provide. So this memory crisis works in their favor, right? It's a whole supply and demand thing. They have limited supply for something that's in high demand. So keep your eyes out on Micron, but also keep your eyes out on any other companies that may surface to help take some of this relief off of Micron. So they kind of have, the whole memory game in a chokehold, if you will, but something tells me there are going to be some players that enter the market, but we need that memory, and these chip companies need that memory as well. Okay, so Micron definitely got some motion, and we like to see it, especially if you have the stock in your portfolio or if you traded options on it. You can't really go wrong. You're going to definitely make some money. Thanks, Gail. Let them know, hit that like button, girl. Give me some motion. 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 Hey, hey, hey. Oh, my lane didn't go through. Hey. Yes. It's really important that we pay attention to these things. Hey, hey. Yay, I gotta run that back, y'all. Okay, so let me tell you a few things that we got coming up inside of the society. We do a lot of things, but we have something free so that we can introduce investing to a lot of women. And I know there are a lot of people out there that are teaching things, and it could seem very overwhelming. So we are just really excited that we've been doing this for 10 years, y'all. We've been teaching women, people that look like me and you. We've been teaching women how to invest in the stock market. And that's really important because this is what's really going to change, close the wealth gap. We have to be in the game. If you're not in the game, you can't play to win. So I'm gonna need a lot of my sideline sisters that don't really know much about the stock market to get involved, and this is a way for you to get involved. So I'm going to show you one of the things that we have coming up. It is a free event. Um, and so this is really important to me that I share this with you. So let me go ahead and share my screen so you can see what we have coming up. And this is actually starting on Sunday, by the way. All right, so there you have it. We got the stock summer camp just in time for the summer, stock summer camp. And it starts on Sunday night. The sessions are about 30 minutes. So, you know, you're not going to be on all night long, but 30 minutes, and it's going to be over 5 nights. So that's why I broke it down into these little bite-sized pieces. And so inside of the stock summer camp, you're going to learn about some of the different ways you can get started with investing, because we got to start the clock. If you haven't gotten started, even if it's with very little money, there are ways in which you get started with almost no money, believe it or not. But on the first day, we're going to talk about that, some of the platforms and some of the apps that have low barrier to entry. And then we're going to also talk about, on the next day, we're going to talk about, you know, how you basically make money in your sleep with dividends, right? You can't get dividends if you don't own the stock, right? Just like in your 401k, if you're not contributing to your 401k, you can't get the match. A lot of companies, they're incentivizing you for being a participant in the 401k plan. Well, stock market works like that too. So they're going to incentivize you if that company gives out dividends and you own their stock. They're going to like, hey, we appreciate you. We want to show you some love as well. We're going to give you a little extra money on top of the money that you're already putting in. But you got to be in it to win it. And then we're going to also talk about how to place orders. This is also key because sometimes just opening the account, I've had people that have put money in the account. It's just been sitting there waiting on some instructions and it's not doing anything. And people are like, I put the money in there. Didn't I invest it? No, you got to take that extra step. And we're going to show you how to actually put your money inside of the market. We're also going to talk about, some index funds. We'll talk about what those are. How do you, pick those out. And then we're going to also talk about Roth IRAs. This is one of the accounts that I think everybody should have, no matter where you are on your investing journey. If you think you make too much money, if you think you don't make enough money, everybody should have a Roth IRA. Even I have a Roth IRA, and it's so important because of the tax benefits. So I'm going to talk to you more about that. That's going to close out our training on Thursday, the 25th. Now you can upgrade to the $37 version. And again, I kept that very affordable. So that way you can get the agenda, you can also get the replays, and you also get an extra time session with me called the Campfire, which I absolutely love. And I usually bring a special guest to the campfire. So that way you can even learn a little bit more. The Strait of Hormones. Yes. So I really want you to sign up. If you already know how to invest, I know you know somebody that doesn't know how to invest. Make sure you put them on, okay? If it's a niece, a cousin, a coworker, get them involved. Activate them to start investing. Okay, if you got grandchildren, you got some other, kids in the neighborhood or young adults that just graduated from college and they're about to get their first job or internship, they probably need to sign up as well. Look at Build a Bag 23 in the house. Let me see if I have some information on that. So that's first and foremost. The second thing that I want to share with you, because we're coming up on time, but I do want to make sure we give out our last giveaway tonight before we wrap up. We have a lot of things going on. Let me see here. Let me get this picture up and then I'll share that with you as well. If you are in Build a Bag, I'm excited to announce, or if you are an alum of Build a Bag, I'm excited to announce that we are doing Build a Bag in the Big Apple. Yes, yes, yes. This is our second year doing it and our second time going to New York, but we just got one of the baddest chicks in the game to come out and teach us futures and advanced trading strategies, which I'm super excited about. Latoya Dean Smith of the Profit Room, actually Smith Dean of the Profit Room, will be hanging out with us in New York August 13th through August 13th through the 16th. She's going to hang out with us in New York, and she's going to be doing a workshop on futures and advanced trading strategies. I don't know why they did that. But so if you want to learn more about that, let me make sure I am over here in the right area. There we go. So if you want to learn more about that, make sure you send me a message or drop something in the chat, and I'll be sure to get you the information. But we're going to be there August 13th through the 16th. She's going to be doing a session on futures and advanced trading strategies, something called diagonals, which I've been really wanting to learn. And I got the perfect person to come out and teach us how to do that. She's a co-founder of the Profit Room, the first Black-owned day trading company, and we worked together many years ago, and I'm bringing her back because she's just such a doll, and she's so easy to work with, and she's a great, like a phenomenal teacher out here, and I couldn't have thought of anybody better to really come out and put this, put this game down for us. So excited about Latoya Smith Dean coming to New York to hang out with some of the ladies from Build a Bag. Give it up. If you're here from Build a Bag, drop which cohort you were a part of. Drop which cohort you were a part of. Yes. Okay. And then I have one other announcement that I want to make that I'm excited about as well. Let me see if I have her picture up here. And I do. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let me actually pull up an older, I'm gonna do this instead because she deserves a little bit more. I'm gonna pull her up too. So as you know, we are phasing out the Stock Success Circle, which is my first ever program with the Stocks and Stiletto Society, and it's going to be so bittersweet to sunset this program. But, when one door closes, a whole barn door swings open, and I believe that that's pretty much what we have here inside of something that I created called the Rich Auntie Wealth Society. And let me go ahead and share my screen again because I want you guys to meet this phenomenal woman who actually she found me probably on the interweb somewhere. And there she is. Urshala Boyles is coming to the Rich Auntie Wealth Society. It's a new community that I'm building of women who are serious about, having very intelligent wealth conversations. And so she's going to meet with our diamond ladies coming up here on Wednesday, right around the corner. And she's going to be talking about how to set up AI agents. Anybody know how to do AI agents? This is really like that next level in your, with your AI knowledge, being able to create these bots and have them actually do work for you, which is crazy, right? So you can basically have like a staff of 6 to 10 people, if not more, basically doing work for you while you do other things. So, if you think about like having a humanoid in your house, like a robot in your house doing things, this is really kind of like that, but online. And so I'm just really excited about her coming in. And I said, if you're tired of being the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, and you got to, remind yourself to drink water, you're going to really love this conversation. She's affectionately known as your AI bestie. and she spent 25 years in aerospace and defense, and now she is basically applying that same genius to AI, and she's coming back to basically get all her girls, is what she says. She's the founder of Empower, author of Freedom Forward in the 80/20 Blueprint, and she holds an MBA from the Booth School of Business. Talk about a badass. I'm excited to have her come work with us. But she also, this is how I know her. She actually signed up for the VIP Wealth Accelerator. And in her first year working with me, she made over 100,000 in her 401k based off of the allocations that I suggested to her. But this is the thing. Not only did I suggest these allocations to her, she actually followed it. And by her following it, made her 100,000 in 1 year. So super excited to bring her. I like working with smart, ambitious women. And I think you'll love this conversation that we're having inside of the Rich Auntie Wealth Society on Wednesday. And then she's coming to the bigger group in July 1st, Wednesday, July 1st. So with that, you can always get into the Rich Auntie Wealth Society. It is $47 investment per month. And trust me, we have had women make that back in 1 day. That's how dope the community is. That's how much value you're going to get out of being a part of the Rich Auntie Wealth Society. Um, because I want to make sure all my sisters level up. And it's not this whole frenzy thing, we're going to definitely make sure you get some structure around that. So really excited, really excited about that. Let me find my camera, and then we're going to give out our giveaway. Talk about women with motion. Hey, she got some motion, y'all. I want y'all all to have some motion. Hey, hey, hey. We're going to do our last giveaway for tonight. If this was your first time tuning in for Cocktails, Conversations, and Coins with your girl CC, put a 1 in the chat. Let me see who we got in the chat. If you are OG, put an OG in the chat if you're coming back. Yes, if you're OG. Hey, hey. I'm going to put the link in here if you want to be a part of the Rich Auntie Wealth Society. Hey. Yes, you got some emotion. Look at all my OGs coming through. Yes, yes. I want everybody to have some motion. Hey, those AI agents do the work for me. I know that's right. Yes, I want to hear that again. Okay. Somebody said, are we having the summit this year? Let me tell you what we are having. I'm glad you brought that up because let me tell you what's going down this year. This is our 10th year um, with the Stocks and Stiletto Society. I remember when I first started, I had only like 50 people in this Facebook group, and it just blows my mind that we now have over 106,000 women inside of this community. And many of the ladies had, they started with me 6, 7, 8 years ago. And I really do hope and pray that they have learned something, their portfolios have grown, they've become more aware about the stock market, the global economy, the national economy, and they're just more aware of how the stock market works and so forth. If you've taken options, put Build a Bag in here in the chat so I can see if you're one of my Build a Bag alum. That is some next level stuff to be able to know how to trade. So now you're equipped with two strategies. You got your buy and hold strategy and you have your options trading strategy. And I think all Black women need to be equipped for that. Thank you so much. You can't hear my music? Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to figure that out for next time. But come through, Miss Taylor, with the Build-A-Bag. Look at my Build-A-Bag ladies. I'm glad that you asked about the summit because let me share something with you and then we'll do our last giveaway for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. I was kind of nervous coming back because I'm on this new platform, YouTube. I miss my home at Facebook, but sometimes, it's all about growth. It's all about trying new things. And so this is new for me, but I have to say, I really enjoyed myself tonight. I stepped out of my comfort zone and did something new and tried something new. And I think that, that also comes with investing, right? Sometimes we have to step out, we have to do our research, we have to set things up, and that helps us to grow, especially when we're investing in new companies that we've never heard of. And so thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm going to give out that last giveaway tonight. And let me share this with you first because I think it's worth bringing up. Let me make sure I can find it. And let me see if I can find it. And I want to share this with you. Um, do, 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 do. So this year we're actually going to be, we're having a gala. It's going to be our 10th anniversary. So I figured, we should just have a big old party. And the way that it's going to go down is that we're going to have pretty much a celebration. We're going to recognize some people for, helping us grow our community. And we're going to also recognize some superstar stocks of stars in our community who have just really just crushed it as a result of being a part of our community. So it looks like I found it. So I'm going to share this with you and then I'm going to, we in here. I heard that. We outside. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. You ready to make reservations? Oh, I'm ready to party with you. Let me see if I can get this up on screen and then we will give out our last giveaway for tonight. Here we go. And I'm just really excited. So we're going to be at the Fontainebleau, and it's called Touching 10, a decade of stocks, sisterhood, and success. It's going to be the evening of October 3rd in Las Vegas. So if you want to make your flight arrangements, we will have packages for you to stay at the Host Hotel Fontainebleau, a beautiful property at the other end of the strip. It's so luxurious. It's a beautiful property, and I couldn't have thought of anywhere else to really have it. We've had events at the Aria, we've had events at the Waldorf, but it's just something about this property, Fontainebleau, that just really, just felt good in my spirit that I really wanted to have this event at Fontainebleau. So we'll be there October 3rd. So work on getting your ball gowns. It's going to be an amazing, beautiful night of celebration for our 10 years in, just really impacting and changing the trajectory of Black women's wealth. Touching 10, a decade of stocks, sisterhood, and success. Black tie, black and gold attire um, is preferred. All right. So with that, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I was talking to the hotel today, and it's going to be just beautiful. If you've ever come to any of my live events, we just really try to roll out the green carpet. We try to roll out, you know, we really put our heart and soul into all of the events that we hold, that we host, and we're just super excited about that. Okay, so with that, let me go ahead and give out our last giveaway, and I'm going to be giving away a 1 month's membership. Thank you. Yes, yes. Um, so I'm going to give out a 1 month's membership to the Rich Auntie Wealth Society, valued at $47, as a Lux member, and you get to come in and hear Urshala talk about AI agents. So I'll make it even better. How about you become a diamond member? So that's a $97 value. You become a diamond member for 1 month, and you get to hang out with the diamond ladies. Yes. Okay, so with that, let me go ahead and do my last word scramble. And this one again is worth $97. And I'm just really excited about having you come in and get exposure to like-minded women and really see how we get down inside of the Rich Auntie Wealth Society. If you are already a member and you win, then I'm going to credit you 1 month's membership. Okay, so you'll get 1 month free inside of there. Are we ready? If you're ready, say ready, type ready in the chat. If you're ready, type ready in the chat. No, that's right. Hey. Okay, so before I do that, let me share with you. Let me see if I can bring this up. But we're gonna give this out here coming up. Oh, my screen went black. Oh well. Let me see here.
When emergency strikes, first respond.
Okay. Well, I don't know what happened. Let me see if I can bring this back up. All right, so we're gonna do the giveaway because that's not coming up, but let me stop the share. There we go. And let's see if we can. There it is. Okay. We'll just go right to it. I wonder what's going on with my sharing capabilities here. All right. I don't know what's going on with my sharing capability. That's what I get. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to make this work one way or the other because I want to give this out to somebody tonight. You guys are not out partying for Juneteenth. There we go. All right, so you have to unscramble this. There are two companies. Provide the ticker for each. Tell me the industry and the closing price. And let me play a little music while you work on that. Hey, use some music to work to. It's saying you guys can't hear my music. Okay. Well, hopefully you can hear me. Diamond member, hey, come through, Diamond. I'm excited. We're gonna have fun on Wednesday for the diamonds. All right, get ready. Oh, that's Kim. What's going on, Kim? Hey, it's gonna be a motion party for real. Okay, I'm excited. Yes. Look at all my OGs on here. Jewel, Taylor. It's Taylor. TLC. All right. Let's see who gonna come and join us on Wednesday night as a Diamond member. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, somebody working. Somebody working. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, somebody working. I see y'all. Who gonna get it first? Yeah, give them some hearts. They over here working hard. Give them some hearts. Kathy on it, okay? Okay, I need one more. I need two more pieces of information. Y'all getting close. All right. I'm excited for both of y'all. Y'all getting close. Somebody who's gonna be the first one? Who's gonna get it first? Okay. The right. Tell them, Gail. Tell them, Gail. Don't forget. Don't forget. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm missing one piece of information. I'm missing one piece. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. Okay, Jewel trying to throw her hat in the ring. Oh, it's getting close. I'm excited. Let's see. Oh, it's getting close, y'all. It's getting close. Okay, y'all unscrambled it. Got the tickers. Energy. Yes. All right, Kathy, let's check your work, Kathy. And let's see if Kathy is going to hang out with the diamonds in the Rich Auntie Wealth Society. Let's see if Kathy nailed it, which I'm sure she did. All right. So the first one is definitely fuel cell energy. That's correct. And then the second one was Bloom Energy. So that's correct. So let's see who actually got the closing prices from Friday. yesterday, Thursday. It's going to be from Thursday. So let's see if we can find out if that is correct. All right, so let's go to, since we already have it up, to confirm, let's go over here. Okay, so we have Bloom Energy. Let's put them in there. So let's put in Bloom Energy. And they closed at 328.91, 328.91. And then let's see fuel cell. Let me make sure I put that in right. All right. Let's see if we got the fuel cell in there. FCELB. Now, I don't know. Okay, fuel cell, $421 on the nose. Okay, let's see if that is correct. That Kathy got, and that will be a 1 month inside of the Rich Auntie Wealth Society. So it looks like Kathy got it. Congratulations. Kathy got all this motion tonight. She 2 for 3. I'm excited. Let's give it up to Miss Kathy. Let's give it up to Miss Kathy. We're going to play some motion music while we go out tonight. Thank you guys for being here tonight. It's been fun. I'm glad I got a chance to make it back. We got a new platform. Yay, got my little speaker. Thanks for tuning in tonight. It's been fun. Cocktails, conversations, and coins with your girl CC. We're going to be back out here in these stock market streets next week. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're going to get this money, honey, because it's a motion party. And not everybody can get in. Oh, you're not in the, okay, so you're going to be a diamond. Okay, excited. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm so happy that you tuned in tonight. I don't know if you can hear my music or not, but thank you for coming back to help me kick off the summer series of cocktails, conversations, and coins with your girl Cece. I hope you had a great evening. Make sure you celebrate Juneteenth. I'm sure we are living our ancestors' wildest dreams. They probably never thought that we would be investing in the stock market. They never thought that we would be owning companies. They probably never dreamt that we would be where we are today. So make sure you give praise and thanks for the people who have carved and made a way for us to be able to be where we are today, because freedom is not so free to a lot of people. So I hope you have an enjoyable rest of your Juneteenth. I'm going to be back next Friday for another edition of Cocktails, Conversations, and Coins with your girl Cece. Have a good night, everybody, and be safe this weekend. Bye-bye. Happy Juneteenth. Bye-bye.